it's Rob from The Listed. So today I'm doing a new series, Songs Throughout My Guitar Playing Life. So I want to show you some of the songs that started me off and also which taught me certain bits of guitar and really mean a lot to me as well. Today the first song, actually first three songs, because these are the three that really got me started on guitar. The first three songs I want to go through are The Importance of Being Idle by Oasis, Parklife by Blur, and Kiss from a Rose by Seal. So we'll start with The Importance of Being Idle. So when I first got a guitar, I was pretty terrible. Someone showed me what an E chord is, like this. Then I realised I could actually play these chords, but I wasn't like this. I wasn't doing that. No. I was going like, trying to find them, and it really wasn't very good. So if you're just starting out on guitar, it really is okay to feel like each finger wants to do something different from the other. It doesn't feel natural to start with. It will very soon. So, so The Importance of Being Idle by Oasis. If you've got an E, if you move that chord shape up one like this, you get an A minor. It's the same shape. So basically, if you know anything about tab, if you've got, on tab, if you've got, let's say, I think it's easier to say it this way, from the thickest string to the thinnest string, there's an argument about whether this is the sixth string or the first string. I'm going to call it the first string. So the first string is the thickest string. So that's the first string. For an E major chord on guitar tab, this note would be a 0, because 0 means it's like, if you want to call this essentially your fret number 0. This is fret 1, so if it says 0, it means play it open. So if you had all zeros, that chord would be just that. That's all zeros. So an E chord is on the thickest string, so I'll say 1. String 1, 0. String 2, 2. Fret 2 on string 2. String 3, fret 2 again. String 4, fret 1. And then 2 more zeros. 5 and 6, 0, 0. So that's 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0. That's an E chord. A minor chord is the same shape, just up. Everything's up 1. So you don't actually play this one. So that's not in it. So we're starting with the second string, and it will go 0, 2, 2, 1, 0. Like that. Like that. Okay? So that movement looks really easy, but as I say, it will, for me, it was literally like, and it would take me about what felt like minutes to try and get it across. It was really hard, but after about 2 weeks, I was going like this. And I say, it still wasn't that impressive after 2 weeks, but I was finally getting somewhere. I was strumming like this, with one finger like this. Actually, I think I was even going like this. I don't know why I was doing that, to be honest. I don't know why I was strumming like this, but, you know, beginners do funny things. I've been there. So I was going. So yeah, it's one like that. So that's the importance of being idle. That intro essentially. So another thing I'll say, when you strum, obviously don't strum like this. You want to strum. If you've got a pick, that's fine, but strum with the wrist. And a really great way to make sure you use your wrist is to play essentially acoustic style, down with the fingers and up with the thumb, and you can see that's in the wrist. It's like this motion, not just this motion, that would be really weird, but there's a bit of arm movement. What I'm saying is, don't do this. Some people do that, and you can get by, but it's not going to help you in the long run, and you're not going to be able to get groove like that, and it just feels stiff, and it's difficult to play like that. it will feel difficult to try and get this fluid motion going to start with, but you will thank learning that later because it's much better. There's going to be a little bit of movement in this arm, but only a little bit. Not like this. Like that. So, now I do something quite weird. So I'm not saying do this either, but I sometimes play, if I don't want to play like this, down with the fingers and up with the thumb, I pretend I'm holding a pick. I don't know anyone else does that. Each to their own. You can do what you like, you know, as long as it sounds all right. So it's like a one finger version of doing down with the fingers and up with the thumb. So because I play a lot of electric guitar as well, so I kind of do a bit of both essentially. So something else with that. If you, when you move, obviously it's gonna feel very stiff, but you also want to, what I call, bounce the fingers. So maybe not so much with this, but if you just keep the fingers and you don't move them at all, you go. It's all right. It's not too bad. But let's say you wanted to have a song like this. So it was like. So let's say that, okay? Just bouncing fingers. If you have X's on a guitar tab, it basically means you mute and you play nothing essentially. It's not like playing nothing. You're hitting the strings essentially. That's what an X will be. So it's called muting. When you're playing something, if you've got a rhythm like this, if you play that without bouncing the fingers with that rhythm, you're going to get a lot of that is gone. So if you can see, it's bounce, bounce, bounce. So it's like you have to think dun 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 in your head. So it's like squeeze, 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 squeeze. That will probably help you if you're learning guitar. The great thing about guitar is that it's not like something like piano, which is hard to learn, hard to master. Guitar is easy to learn and hard to master. So you will find you get a lot of quick wins along the way, which hopefully will keep you going because it's a really rewarding instrument to play, I think. I can't even remember the lyrics, to be honest. Anyway, so that's the importance of being idle. Yes, I could go into a guitar lesson with that, but don't want to go too much into it. I want to move on to the next song. So, because that was the first thing I really properly ever learned on guitar. After that, now this one's a brilliant one. This is even easier. Well, yeah, I think it is easier. Parklife by Blur, just the intro. These are what I mean, like little quick wins. So there is a bit of palm muting that helps here because you don't palm mute. So sometimes you can mute with this, like, but obviously if you want to mute the strings that are still ringing like these, you got to palm mute. So that helps. Otherwise you'll have. So Parklife by Blur, you literally keep this shape and you can just bounce your fingers, these two fingers, if you can see that, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's not moving the whole shape because you can keep this here as a little anchor for you. You don't even need it though until you're using this chord because you can go. Parklife is. Keep feeling my guitar slipping. But anyway, there you go. Definitely need something to hold it in place, like a strap. When you get that bounce going, it's so much fun to play. So those two, I'd say introductions, got me into playing guitar. And then I learnt Kiss from a Rose by Seal. And this one, you have an E like that. And then a C, which is, so starting from the second string, it is 3, 2, 0, 1, 0. 3, 2, 0, 1, 0. Starting from the second string down. 3, 2, I remember the numbers are the frets. 3, 2, 0, 3, 3, 2, 0, 1, 0. Yeah. So, E, like we said, C, and then a D. Now, you can play a D like many ways, like this. You can cheat by squishing these three down here with your finger like this, and then just putting this here. Like that. You can do anything you like that. Obviously that, it's not really a cheat. If the chord rings out, it's a way you can play it. So, like that. Okay? And that starts, so you don't play the first two strings on that. You start with the third string, and it's 0, 2, 3, 2. 0, 2, 3, 2. Okay? And then you go back here. It's there's a little minor there. The great thing, E minor is probably the easiest chord to play. Well, it is the easiest chord to play on guitar. So if you've known what an E is, if you just take this finger away and let that ring open, so now it's 0, 2, 2, 0, 0, 0, then you have an E minor chord. Nice and easy. Okay, so Kiss from a Rose goes a bit like this. And it's great fun because you can keep... It's the same thing throughout pretty much the entire song, I think. There used to be a crane tower alone on the sea. You remain the light on the dark side of me. Love remains the truck that's the high, not the hill. Then you have your E minor. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become wide and... Okay, there is a bit of a change here. My eyes become wide. The light that you shine can't be seen. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from the rose on the grey. The more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the bloom on the grey. I think actually that might make quite a killer rock track actually. It's a great ballad. It's the first ballad I ever learned. Let me know if you want me to do a proper rock track version of that. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if there are any people that are beginning guitar or thinking about trying guitar and didn't realise how easy chords were, really. Because once you just make sure that your fingers are on those and you don't touch the other ones when you play, then really it's quite easy to learn guitar. Maybe hard to master, but it's easy to learn. You can have a lot of fun with it. So I hope I've hopefully inspired someone to play some more or pick up a guitar. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll be back. We're going to keep doing these every month. And so I learned these songs in 2006. So next month, I'm going to have another video of the main song I learned in 2007. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching and see you soon.